rookies though, they don't get, oh, there we go. Yeah. Golly, I thought that was smallmouth or something. And the thing is, I set the hook on a whim. I thought I just cranked it twice and bounced it. I gotta get a picture of this one.
Do you want me to take it?
Don't be camera shy, buddy. What is that? Say hi to YouTube, Quinn. What's going on, everybody? I hope you enjoyed that. That was the first largemouth of the year, taken in early January at a reservoir that I didn't know existed, with a good friend that I didn't have up until a couple months ago. As usual, I met him fishing, and now we're pretty good friends, and he's showing me good stuff, and hopefully I can show you some good stuff, buddy. You know, I really hope to help you get a muskie this year. Anyways, got a couple things in this video I wanted to go over. I'm trying to put out more videos. You know, I'm not getting any more time, but I've got to make time for these videos. So, but I wanted to get to the subscriber that won last month, that won the giveaway last month, and tell his fishtail. Now, Matthew Rakovitz, he sent in a picture. He's from Pennsylvania. He sent in a picture of a really nice largemouth, as we would call that. A dandy, but yeah, he sent in his story here. I'll read it to you. This picture comes from our annual pilgrimage to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, which we do every early spring, and we fish the striped bass migration. But when the bite is slow, we fish the endless amounts of ponds and lakes for big largemouth that populate the lakes and ponds. This was from our first trip in a secret lake that you have to float down a tiny 2-foot wide creek to get to. It was the biggest one caught on one of our trips. This was before I owned a scale, so I don't know the weight, but it was a big female. I'm not going to try to guess the weight of anybody's fish, just because for me that's no man's land. But you all feel free to keep it respectful, but you know, definitely a respectable. That's a very big largemouth to me. You know, some of you Southerners may be like, well, I'm used to 15-pound bass. Well, us Northerners, we're not. So that's a nice largemouth there. Thank you so much for sending that in, Matt. And I'm dead serious. If I get a chance to, I would love to go to Pennsylvania and come fishing with you. I've got to get out once or twice this year and fish with some subscribers, and I'd like for you to be one of them. So, as you all know, I'm getting ready to go to Florida here in 4 days, I think. And, you know, I'm not going to get as much time to fish there as I want, but there should be a good 3.5 days where it's just going to be pedal to the metal fishing. The goal is I want to catch a shark down there. I want me and my buddy Jess both to catch sharks or a shark. But, you know, I want to, you know, we may go out to the river and catch catfish. You know, those are in abundance down there. But I would like to just explore, find some snook, find some reds. I would like to catch a sea trout. Never caught one of those. And, you know, we've got big high hopes and dreams for this. And, you know, win or lose, I'm going to post a video unless it's just awful 3.5 days and not catching anything, which I don't expect. But yeah, I just wanted to key you in on, you know, keep you all in on what's going on. I don't want to post a video every week and a half and say, here you go, here's some fishing. I would like to start being more in tune with my audience and updating you all. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be fishing with next week. Now this is a Penn International. That is the 2-speed 50 VSW. That has, I think, 1,400 yards of that blue line that you see in there. That's the braid. That's got 1,400 yards of 100-pound braid, and I think it's got like 200 feet top shot of 100-pound mono. And, you know, that's going to be my inlet rod, because I don't know if I'm probably not going to take my kayak to kayak out baits, just because I don't want to fool with hauling it that far and fool with leaving it at the campsite or when I go to eat somewhere. But this right here, you know, and eventually I'll when I use this reel enough and catch enough fish on it, I'd like to do a review on it. But it's got 2 speeds on it there, which is really good for you know, you got your low speed and high speed. Kind of think of a bicycle. You know, you put it in low gear when you're going uphill, and you put it in high gear when you want to take up, you know, go faster. Well, that's the same thing with that reel, which makes it awesome for cranking in sharks when you're tired and you need that extra torque but don't have it. You know, you can keep cranking and pulling in that shark. That is a 400-pound test shock leader, and I'll go over this more when I get on the beach out there. And then I ran it to a bite leader, which is up there with haywire twists and a circle hook. This, you know, if I meet up with a couple buddies down there that have a kayak, I would love to yak this out, because I have not caught a fish on this yet, and I've owned it for 2 years. The only person that has is my buddy Chris, that I grew up and went to high school with, and he's caught one on that, so he broke it in for me. And that's just on a gosh, I want to say that's a Crowder rod or a Seeker rod. Yeah, Crowder rod. So that's a 50 to 80 pound class rod, 6.5 foot, roller tip guides. Now moving on, this is the one I'm going to probably use the most. That's a pin spin fisher. I call it the 10.5. It's 10,500. That has, I want to say they put 700 yards of 50 pound spider wire on that. And then I've got like a 60 or 80 pound mono top shot, which is like the last, I'm going to say 100 feet. And then again, I've got my shock leader and bite leader, but that is on a 13-foot Barrett custom rod. And if you guys don't know Pete Barrett, this guy makes amazing shark rods. I mean, I've got another one of his rods on my 130. So this is a 50 wide. I've got a pin 130. So, and that's in my hammerhead video. But he makes amazing rods. The next rod and reel is, of course, this is my Van Staal VR50. I bought this back in the summer on my 7.6 medium power St. Croix Legend, and that'll be, you know, my inlet ladyfish bluefish rod. Now that's my Van Staal VR50. That is my Van Staal VS200. I've had that for a couple years now. On, I think that's an 11-foot St. Croix Legend, and that's going to be my snook and redfish rod. Really, I'll catch anything on that rod, but I would like to catch some sharks on top water if at all possible down there. And then, of course, here's my 2 pin spin fishers, my 45 and my 35 on Star rods. That's just a backbone. I'm going to take that rod no matter what, and those will be my catfish rods, bait rods, you know, dock rods. But yeah, that's what I plan on taking with me. Whether or not I'll use them all, I don't know. But you know, Jess and I, we should have a good time. He's actually in my unit, and we're pretty good guys, and pretty good bros. I don't know why we hit it off, but we get along. And he just, I've tried to take him muskie fishing a couple times this year, and or last year, and nothing, as usual when I take somebody fishing. So he's like, hey man, take me shark fishing. I want to see how far I can go with you and beat an all-time record of traveling the farthest with you and still getting skunked and not catching anything. So we're gonna camp down at in Wabasso, and you know, we're gonna catch something. I don't know what it'll be, but we're gonna catch something. But you know, I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on, and definitely a lot more to come. So if you all don't follow me yet on Instagram, you can find me at my name, Cameron Palowitch, on Instagram, because I'll probably be doing a couple Instagram live shows, and you know, I definitely would like you all to tune in and make sure you're a part of that. And I'm going to try to do a giveaway every month this year. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because it's starting to snowball. A lot of things are happening for my channel, and like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop fishing, and I'm always going to have a camera on my head. So yeah, stay tuned, and make sure if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because you know, a lot more to come. Say bye, Quinn. See you all.